First of all, I really want to thank this team for putting this wonderful program together. This would be really, really, really helpful. I can see that. You guys worked really hard to put this program together, and I want to thank you. And second, all of you, you take your time from the busy schedule to come here today to listen to us, see what's going on. This could be your first step to our business, and I want to thank all of you for taking the time. I want to begin with a little bit of my personal story. I came to the United States in 1991. I bought my first house in 94. I built the extension to my house in 1997. Made it a little bigger. That was a small house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,100 square foot, tiny. I sold that house in 2000, made net $200,000 out of one house, and I got out of this semi. I moved to Sacramento. I bought a much bigger house and a business. And that was the entrance of my business venture. 2007, I purchased the property. Last year, I converted my repair shop into a big food mart. As we speak, I'm working on building a car wash and a small bay. So I will have a 4-profit center in that business. And ideally, that's really what you need to do. You want to build multiple profit centers, multiple income to the one site if you can. Because you already have the property, why not? With that, with the given us, we have a very short time, so I wanted to cover 4 different areas. This is just the 4 different areas. This way, it will give you some knowledge of what I'm about to say. And please jot down all the questions you have. Jot down. I'll be sitting right in that corner. I'll be glad to help you. It's my dream to bring all of you to a business world. It would be another Nepali owning a business, another Nepali owning a business. That would be a really pleasant experience in our lifetime. First, do you want to own a business? Yes. Say yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Let's go to the next one. See, when you have a concept of business in your head, it sounds terrific. But it comes with a price too. You've got to understand that. It doesn't come easy. But what you're doing is, you're really taking your future in your hand. You're taking complete control of yourself. You're not relying on anybody. Not Lehman Brothers. Not a big fellow company. That people thought that they had the solid future. But in reality they didn't. But you have complete control of your future. Business versus job. The one thing you can say that as long as you have a job, at the end of the month, you can count on that salary. So you can plan your future. But in the business, sometimes you may not have a paycheck. But another month, you may have a double, triple paycheck. At the end of the day, business does seem the winner. That's given. However, if you are a professional, like a doctor, engineer, and if you are specialized in a certain area, it may be a little tricky. You have to balance yourself, see which direction should I go. Use your talent. Getting into business, it could be different areas because you have to be able to use what you already know. You don't have to go to gas station, or you don't have to go to a restaurant. There's so many different other businesses. Welcome to America. This is America. It's a big market, huge market, worldwide. See what you got already. Try to use that area also. That means you're already a step ahead in the business world. Good and bad. Well, we pretty much covered that. This is probably every one of you are confused and puzzled. Gee, how do we fund the business? And that was my question. This is Govind's question. This is Rajani's question. Every one of us, when we start business, we all think about, see, how do we fund the business? I only have 10,000, 15,000, 100,000. no matter what people say, you do have to have a little fun yourself. Because I've heard so many times that you don't have to have money to start business, but at the end of the day, either you raise money, you borrow some from friends, from parents, or whatever it is. You do saving, you work toward your way. Look, I'm saving $1,000 a month, net saving. 1 year later, I'll have a $12,000. 2 years later, I'll have a $24,000. So when I have a $24,000, I'm going to do this. Plan something that will get you somewhere. Use OPM. I don't know anybody knows the term OPM. In the business world, we use this all the time. Other people's money. Use OPM. I'm going to tell you a small example. You found a business for $300,000. You have $200,000 saving. Ideally, you can put 20% down and 80% you can borrow. But you don't want to go to the bank and say, you know what, I don't need your... So ideally, use, let's say, $60,000 down, $240,000 loan. But you don't, and you might say that, no, gee, I don't want to pay your monthly high interest. I've got $200,000, I'm going to put $200,000 down, loan me only $100,000. Don't ever do that. That's a big mistake you made there. Because in the first time business, within a year, there's a lot of unknown in the business. If you're cash strapped, you don't have the reserve cash, you could be out of the business within a year. Use OPM as much as you can. Reserve cash, of course, don't ever run out of reserve cash, because most business fails because you run out of cash. Knowledge is everything. Do anybody disagree that? Knowledge is everything. Choose your team well. What do I mean by that? Accountant, bookkeeper, manager, anybody you work with. Choose your team properly. If you're living in an apartment and you have a certain income, especially when it comes to filing tax, your tax is black and white. Everybody knows. You go to 10 different tax guys, your end result is the same. When you have a house, 2 businesses, equipment, all these things, you go to 10 different tax guys, you have a 10 different result. You know why? It's all a matter of who knows what loopholes out there. Because we have in America something like 19,000, 20,000 different tax codes. It's a matter of who knows how much. What loophole is available there. That's how your taxes file. And welcome to America. Use that loophole, find the best one, pay a little high, get the most tax return. It's okay. We can do that in America. Due diligence, operation. Of course, you've got to understand the operation from one point to all the way to the end. How much you're purchasing for? How much is your operation cost? When can I sell it? When does that product expires? Who else I have to pay? Not only total you get to keep in your pocket. You've got a bunch of people you got to pay for it. Due diligence. You have to call people to understand what's going on in that city. If you know the business, you've got to understand what's happening. Call the cities, or call the county, call a lot of people to understand what's coming in that city. Chance to fail. Any business, you have a chance to fail. But you cannot, no matter how many bulletproof vests you put, there's a chance, but be ready for that too. Prevention. Doing something better than nothing. Franchise option. If you're getting into business for the first time, franchise option may be the best solution for you, because you are using their best proven system. If you're going with all by yourself, with the independent, even if you're heading directly to the mountain, nobody's there to tell you correct your direction. You will keep going. But franchise, they will correct you. Have an exit strategy. You get into business, next year, after running a business, you don't like it, can you sell it for the same price? With franchise, you can sell it with the same price. After running for some time, I've developed some of my rules. I've heard this rule before, but I've verified it, it's true. credit. Do not ever mess up with your credit. Always take care of your credit. That's the only way you can fulfill your American dream in America. You've got to use other people's money, maintain your credit. Don't burn the bridges. No matter who you work with, partner, bank, vendor, resolve the situation humanely. Do not say, F you, you did this, I will never look at you. If it's not in your favor, you don't have to yell and scream at them. You just say, you know what, it didn't work out. It may work out next project. Don't be afraid of debt. If the business can service your debt, million, 5 million, 10 million, 100 million, don't worry about it. But the business has to be able to service that debt. Get more debt. Imagine how much Donald Trump is on debt for. Millions and billions and billions. That's okay. It's all good. Deal and resolve. When you get into business, you get a letter from county, you get a letter from somebody sue you, or you get a letter from bank, you get all kinds of people, but shoving that letter under the carpet is your problem not going to go away. Pick up the phone and deal with it. Resolve it. Don't limit yourself. Those are my another rules. God has a way, way, way bigger plan for you and me. You have one business, you have one job, do not stop exploring. It's our job to look for what is out there available for us. Continue looking for it. With that, I know every one of you came here with something in mind. Hopefully you got something, and every one of us are capable of owning a business and doing a business. All you need is really basic little push, little encouragement, and just some advice. You can do it. At the end of the day, I told you already, business is the way to go. Good luck.